The Gatorade Cup Series heads to the Lone Star State at the Texas Motor Speedway for our 9th chase race of the season. 4 chase races left. This is the Nationwide 500 at the Texas Motor Speedway in Fort Worth, Texas. Keegan Thompson in the 6 has the pole for today's race. To his outside is the 09 of Ryan Taylor. Then third we have Jeff Bright. Fourth is Derek Campbell, and rounding out the top 5, it's Greg Torres. Then Riley Sampson taking over controls of the number 7 car for the next 2 races is in 6th. 7th place we have Justin Lightning. 8th is Jay Jefferson. 9th is Steven Taylor, and Zachary Fitzwater Sr. rounds out the top 10. As we look at the rest of the field, there's Car Freeze and to his inside Code Luigi. Then we have Nathan Stapleton with TJ Hanley, along with Charles Robert and Lawrence Poundpond. Then there's Josh Crash and Alexander Rowe. Behind them, Patrick Smith with Roberto Rivera. Then there's Joe Jefferson and Trip McGinnis, along with Tim Gary and Jonathan Buford. Then there's Luke Rennie and Jacob Davidson. Anthony Hernandez to his inside is points leader Max Anderson. Then we have Dale Lightning and Sebastian Kukulon, along with Mathis Wells and Landon Lyons. Then there's Steve Larker and Jake Galloway. Diego Yepes with Adam McDowell. Then there's Peninsula and Eli Bright. Oliver Galloway with Levi Shones. And in the final row number 21 is Danny Lloyd. And to his outside 42nd is Anton Charlebois in the 00. The 2 teammates starting back there. We'll see if they can work their way through the field. They have a ton of time to do it here at Texas. Let's go down trackside and get the 9th chase race of the season started with our starting command.
Drivers, start your engine!
And the command has been given to fire. The 42 engines up and they're rolling off the starting grid. The 6 of Keegan Thompson is going to lead the field to the green flag for chase race number 9 in the Gatorade Cup Series season number 8. So coming into the race, Max Anderson, the 98, has a very slim points lead over Trip McGinnis and Jacob Davidson. They're both 1 point back. And then Steven Taylor is 4 points back in the 20. And they have Lawrence Poundpond 6 points back. Wide open for those drivers. The rest of the drivers trying to close in drivers like Jay Jefferson, like Josh Crash, like Cole Luigi. We'll see if they can do it here. 51 laps at the Texas Motor Speedway in the Nationwide 500. Let's get going in the Lone Star State. Pace car in. 51 laps. We're green at the 1.5-mile oval in Fort Worth, Texas. Thompson leads lap 1 from the pole. Jeff Bright to 2nd. Greg Torres now looking for that 2nd position as Lightning up inside the top 5 for 4th. As look at the run they have onto the 6 as Thompson wants the racetrack off turn 2 and down the back stretch. We're looking 3 wide, 4 wide. Rivera goes around the 12 to the inside wall. Off the 19 McGinnis. Spinning around, no yellow flag, we're still green. Side by side to the 6 and the 10. To the bottom goes Greg Torres. Justin Lightning going to push him through. Torres is going to lead lap 2. 10 spun around, no yellow flag, or excuse me, wasn't the 10 that spun around, it was the 12 that spun around off the front bumper of the 19. We stay green though. Derek Campbell up to 3rd. Justin Lightning looks for the lead off turn 2. The smoke down the back stretch. Justin Lightning, the 71, using the bottom lane through 3 and 4. Looking 4 wide back here. The 29 backed out there 3 wide. Thompson to the outside wall, the 6. Jeff Bright moves through the middle. 20 is Steven Taylor, 4 points behind. He moves through to 4th on the bottom lane as Hamilton moves to 2nd. Taylor's forward. Nathan Stapleton to the top 5. Cole Luigi coming forward, the 42 car. Derek Hamill looking down the backstretch for the lead. Didn't have the run. Stays side by side Torres for 2nd. Stapleton up to 4th. Luigi for 5th on Steven Taylor. Hamill going to clear for 2nd. Torres down the side-by-side battle for 3rd. Nathan Stapleton. As they look to turn 1, 29 car to the inside. Hamill to the inside of the 71. They go through 1 and 2. Derek Hamill side by side with Justin Lightning as they race their way down the backstretch. Hamill keeping it on the inside. Torres got clear on the top side to get to the inside of the 29 Stapleton. They go through 3 and 4. Luigi almost forced through at middle, almost contact with the 5 of Jeff Bright. 42 saves it. 75 leads, 10 back to 2nd. Cole Luigi to 4th, looking for 3rd. Justin Lightning to turn 1 as Torres goes for the lead on Derek Campbell. 42 up the racetrack, washes up. Jeff Bright gets to his bottom lane. Here comes the 5 down the backstretch. 3 wide inside the top 5. Nathan Stapleton got a good run. He got cleared the 3 wide, but now has the 5 still to his inside. They race side by side for fourth. Front three. Single file. Luigi into the wall. Hard for the 42. Drops back big time. Falling back through the quad oval. Heavy damage to that 42. Got to the wall pretty hard. You have to hope that there's no tire rub there on the 42. They're going to have to look at that spire. Got to be telling the team that if there's a tire rub or not. That could end a race if a tire goes flat. He's still stuck 3 wide. Coluigi's going to fall behind a few chasers. There's the 78 guy around. The 19's going to get around him. I mean, Coluigi falling back big time. He's still stuck up top. Reason. Contact there with Joe Jefferson. The 39 got to him. Look at the mess our points there Max Anderson is in as Jacob Davidson moves 3 wide to the inside. Fitzwater, the 47, falling back up top. But right there, Davidson moving by the 98 puts him tied with the 98 in points. He gains a point. Davidson only needs 1 point behind the 98. So that's how it stands as of now. Meanwhile, at the front, it's still Derek Hamill. Off turn 4. Single file for the frontmost part of the field. Into the wall again for the 6 of Keegan Thompson. He drops back even more. He got to the wall, remember, a few laps ago. Now maybe that car tired because of the wall contact. He's gotten into it again. Now he's continuing to fall back 39 to his inside. Freezing up the racetrack. Luigi getting the top side run down the backstretch. So impressed with the 42 on that outside lane, though, how well he has been holding it. As here they come for fourth. Texan TJ Hanley to fourth. Looking to win as home track for the first time in the Gatorade Cup Series. Looking to do that here today at Texas. He did not make the chase this season. Looking for his second victory on the season. Last season's champion. Let's get to victory lane here in the Lone Star State in Fort Worth, Texas. At the top 5. He's going for a top 3 right here for the 10 off the top side. Greg Torres getting clear. Now he drives to the inside. We saw this happen a few laps ago. The 10 drive to the inside once he got to the outside. But right there, the 10 gonna grab second away as they come off turn 4. Meanwhile, wheel to wheel back there. Josh Crash outside. Jeff right inside. Jeff grabs the position as Hamill continuing to lead that 75. Pretty strong out front. No one getting close to him. Greg Torres up the racetrack from second. TJ Hanley going to try and move to that second position up to third down the backstretch. They race side by side. Hanley on the inside. Torres on the outside. Push from the 71 of Lightning. But as they go through 3 and 4, the inside going to prevail. Hanley, the A2 to second. Can he run? Derek Hamill down to the wall back there. Was that the 19? Did Trip McGinnis just get into the wall? It may have been him. He's dropping back. And then another chaser into the wall. The 19 Trip McGinnis. And he looks like he pancaked that wall pretty hard. You can see the damage there to the right side of that machine. McGinnis came in tied with Davidson, only 1 point behind the 98 of Max Anderson. That's big that he has just hit the wall. 3 wide. Lightning, the 7-1 up top. Down low is Riley Sampson. He's not going to have many starts in the 7 car. He wants to do the most of it and win. 3 wide to get to the top 5 for the 7. Sampson up to 4th. Pushed by Alexander Rowe, the 33 to turn 1. Side by side. Contact and rubbing. Hanley up top. Torres down low. That's for second. And they got very close and physical there. Down the backstretch. Hanley outside. Torres inside. 10 keeping it down there. 75 keeping the lead. Rowe going to move to 4th as they come off turn number 4. Side by side. The 10. Going to have the preferred inside lane through 1 and 2. Hanley trying to keep it tough on the outside. Hamill way up the track. The 10 closing in. How about Hanley keeping it on the outside? We have not seen many drivers be able to do that, but he's still on the outside. He's almost clear to turn 3. Great run for Hanley on the outside of 1 and 2. Look at Rowe on the bomb through 3 and 4, pushing that 10 forward. Get to the inside of the A2 right there. Torres going to clear for second. Rowe going to clear for third, or at least he thought he was going to. Now he's going to move to the inside for second. Here comes Alexander Rowe off turn 2. With the 10 getting the push from the A2, might get clear on the top side. We'll see if he can do it. Looks like he's gonna. Torres can't get down front of the 33 in time. Greg Torres through to second. Rowe through to third. Joe Jefferson for 4th on Hanley. And Riley Sampson to 6th and the 7. He's moving forward. Caution is out. Yellow number 1. We have a car in the grass. It's a big crash on the quad oval. Car and Jake Galloway's upside down. The 24, the 88, the 18 is upside down. The 83 is upside down. The 48 in it. The 9, the 14, the 34, the 1. The 18 still on his roof. Sebastian Kukulon. There's John DeBeefer on his lid. Jacob Davidson, second in points, is involved. Where Max Anderson is on the apron with damage. Look at the front end to the 98. all torn up. That's your points leader. Only 1 point at the 99 and the 19. Yellow flag in the air. And it's a massive crash. And look at all the carnage these race leaders are. Oh, they're wrecked. Patrick Smith got into Derek Hamill. Hamill, our race leader, now with damage. But how bad is it? Look at all these lap cars and damaged cars trying to get around. So Hamill's our race leader. Joe Jefferson is second. Riley Sampson third. Rowan's fourth. Hanley will be fifth. Greg Torres back to sixth. Josh Crash seventh. Then eighth is Landon Lyons. Jay Jefferson ninth. Justin Lightning 10th. That is what we have for the running order with all this mess that's happening here at the front of the field. And they wrecked again. The 99, the 00, and the 87 have just wrecked in turns 1 and 2. So there's Derek Hamill on the pit lane. How bad is the damage to the 75? Will they have to repair it, or can they get going clean? We're about to find out. I would assume these drivers would be taking tires. It's a long race coming in before halfway. I would expect to see 4 tires in these machines. And see what Rowe does at the top of the screen. Looks like he will take 4. The 75 Derek Hamill and their crew moving over to the left side. They're putting 4 tires on the machine. Here comes Joe Jefferson, the 39, leaving pit lane. Right now, he's going to beat the 75 off. Can Hamill get out? They're repairing the damage. And leaving goes the 39. Joe Jefferson out front now in the Nationwide 500 over Riley Sampson, Alexander Roman Lines. Hamill falls to, I believe, 6th because of the damage. So caution is out. We see a big crash. Involved is points leader Max Anderson. How will this impact his chase? Let's see what happened. Caution is out here at Texas. Big crash in the quad oval. Here it is coming off turn 4. We've seen this happen so far in this race. It just has not resulted in a crash. We see this here. Steven Taylor, the 20 up top. Dale Lenning in the middle. The 2 of Luke Ray down bottom. The 20 slows to get into the wall. The 1 gets up into him. Around goes Dale Lenning. Luke Ray through the grass. And look at the 1 come up. He gets the 19, gets the 98. McGinnis into the wall, but keeps the car going straight. Anderson has the front end damage called. Luigi slams on the brakes to miss the 98. And right here, the pack is stacked up. Cars can't get slowed down in time. And look at this contact. Galloway up in the air. Then Mathis Wells. There's Jonathan Buford, Lawrence Poundpond, Eli Bright. I mean, look at all those cars in the air or upside down. Absolutely insane what all happened here. And that is 3 of the 400 Motorsports cars. The 48, the 24, and the 88. Big for Poundpond. He was only 6 points out, I believe, heading into the day. But how about Max Anderson and Trip McGinnis? Tied for first, and then tied for second in points, and then tied for second in points. Jacob Davidson involved. So, I mean, we have had so many drivers in this point. So look at the 99 pushing the 13 down the front stretch. Buford's upside down. He's getting pushed along by the 99 Jacob Davidson. I mean, this is unreal, the type of crash we just had here. Massive crash. There's the spin. Look at Taylor gassing through the grass. Remember, he's 4 points by the 98. He wanted to get away from that madness. Remember, the cars coming in. Look how these cars go upside down. I mean, that's at least 5, 6 cars that got air through that, and I would say at least 4 are their lids. And they have the 99 pushing the 13 through. I mean, that is insane, the crash that we just had here. Jonathan Buford on his lid. One more angle. As we look, coming off turn 4, you'll see right here the camera we have at the start-finish line. There's the contact, 19 on the wall. Keeps it going straight, luckily for him. However, behind him, Jacob Davidson, Patrick Smith, Lawrence Poundpond, Max Anderson, Charles Robert. The list goes on and on. The chasers involved. And Buford on his lid, Wells on his lid. The others try to drive away, but it's a massive crash. Brings out the caution flag. And right here, the race leaders did race back. It was Derek Hamill all by his lonesome, leaning the back over Joe Jefferson. However, the 75 right here, as he comes and takes the caution flag, they go through 1, 2, you can see all these damaged cars trying to get going. Look at the cars weaving their way through this traffic. It's like a log jam of cars. And right here, Smith comes up, gets into the 75, puts him into the wall. That damage makes the 75 stay longer on pit road to repair it. And Joe Jefferson's team has a blistering pit stop to get them out in front here in Texas. So Joe Jefferson leads back to the green flag in the Nationwide 500 at the Texas Motor Speedway. Coming back green, it will be on lap 21. Joe Jefferson, the 39 out front here at Texas. Danny Lloyd, Eli Bright, Levi Schoen, Sebastian Kukulon chaser, Mathis Wells, Anthony Hernandez, Jake Gowen, Oliver Gower out, John Speed for 3 laps down, Lawrence Poundpond chaser out, along with Diego Yepes and Anton Charlebois. Dale letting a lap down. Max Aronson, our points leader, tail end of the lead lap, and the 99 is ahead of him on the racetrack. The 99 would take over the points lead as of now, but how so will the 98 Max Aronson be as Joe Jefferson, Riley Sampson, Alexander Rowe, Larry Lyons, TJ Hanley take the green flag. They're getting slowed up already. To the inside they'll go. You want to break down low because the one in the middle pack as well is slowing. The 98 Max Aronson holds up the field. He is our points leader. The inside going. Dominic Carr, Derek Hamill stuck on the outside. They race their way down the backstretch. Sampson, Hamill, Torres, Sampson get held up. Luke Ray drives down to the inside to get in line. The one moves up high, moves out of the way. Blocking is the 77 and the 09. Look at the 77 split to the middle. The one up top now. Contact made. McGinnis moving through. The 98 still slowing the outside. Aronson cannot get out of the way to turn 1. For the lead. Look at the 98, 4-3 wide though. Aronson up top, dropping back down the backstretch. Sampson moves on by, loses a ton of time and spots. But for the lead, Texan TJ Hanley gets by Landon Lyons. 82 out front, he slides up now, Alexander Rowe to the bottom down the front stretch. Side by side, Hanley leads the lap. Look at Rowe to the inside, Josh Crash up to 4th. Looking for a top 3. Hanley on the top side, fighting back. Good run off turn 2 for the 82 down the backstretch. Can he get clear the 33? He's close by inches. He clears him. Hanley and 82 out front now. Rowe to 2nd, Crash to 3rd. Crash looking for 2nd now down the front stretch. They race side by side to turn 1. 43 inside the 33. Hanley pulls away with the race lead. Justin Lightning in the 71 moving forward. He's looking 3 wide. Jay Jefferson forced up high by Keegan Thompson. The 6 coming back. Here's our pole center. 3 wide for a 2nd down the backstretch. Joe Jefferson coming forward to 39. 3 wide down low. And the 43 in the middle. The 33 up top. Look at them. 3 by 3. The 78 in the middle lane. The 31 up top. They keep it on the wall for now. 3 by 3 at the front. Jay Jefferson gets clear to get out of that middle lane. And they stay side by side for a 2nd. Joe Jefferson finally going to get clear. The push from the 71. Hanley fell back on the outside 1 and 2. Look at them coming together down the backstretch. Such close racing here at the front. And currently in this lead draft, it's only about 10 cars. So, I mean, 10 cars right now have a shot to win. But if these guys start messing around with each other, the rest of the pack will be there. We are about halfway through the Nationwide 500. TJ Hanley, the Texan, leads. In 2nd, it's Joe Jefferson, Justin Lightning 3rd, and highest chaser, Steven Taylor, inside the top 5 to 4th. He is in position to take over the points at the end of the day. Can Steven Taylor get to the points with Max Aronson? Jacob Davidson tripping against all damaged towards the back of the field. But look at him now, top 3 wide. Will he hit the wall, come down? Remember, he went through the grass under that first caution. And now he's battling inside the top 5. How about Amigdal, the 16, coming low? We've not talked about him much. He's looking inside the top 5, the 16 down low. Now the front 3, they're kind of single file. They're chilling out. Hanley's pulled away. Joe Jefferson, as I say that, Justin Lightning is about to say they're single file trying to run down the 82, but the 71 moves to the inside of the 39 will grab the 2nd spot easily through 3 and 4. No contest there. And Taylor got a great run on the outside to get clear. He's up to 4th now. He's going for 3rd on Joe Jefferson. Off to turn 1. Steven Taylor to the inside working for him. He'll grab the 3rd position away. And McDowell slides up almost into the 39. Almost contact there. Jefferson went to the racetrack. And now Lightning for the lead off turn 2. Got a great run through 1 and 2. Yeah, great launch there in the bottom lane. Hanley went up the racetrack. The 71 stayed committed to the bottom. Justin Lightning will grab the top spot through 3 and 4. 71 back out front. And Steven Taylor looking for the points he mentioned. 4 points by the 98. Up to 2nd. Looking for the lead down the front stretch. Great run for the 20 to turn 1. Look at the run. To the inside. He's going to get the run off turn 2. Look at the run. Into the gas. They go side by side for the lead. Joe Jefferson for 3rd on Hanley, who tries to get down line in front of him. They stay side by side through 3 and 4. The 20 with the advantage off turn 4. Half a car length ahead of the 71. He'll lead at the start finish line. 2 Texans battle side by side. Joe Jefferson to the inside of TJ Hanley. The 82 trying to split the middle of the 39 and the 71. Tight for the 39 down low. Hanley can get a good run off the top side. Can he get clear of the 39? Down the backstretch, he is clear. Hanley to 3rd. Joe Jefferson trying to keep 4th. Now Hanley back for a second on Justin Lightning. Great run through 3 and 4. To the inside he goes. 21 to go at the start-finish line. TJ Hanley in the A2. Gonna grab second to turn 1. The inside for him. And now Steven Taylor at the racetrack. Look at the A2. A good run coming off turn 2 right here. For the A2 to the inside. Side by side. The 71 though getting the drafting up to the 20. Taylor gonna try and get back by the A2. He will through 3 and 4. Hanley gonna clear Lightning for a second. Now all over the back of the 20 is Steven Taylor. They come down the front stretch. 20 to go in the Nationwide 500. Hanley is there to turn 1. And pole sitter Keegan Thompson coming back forward, going for third on Justin Lightning. Good run for Hanley. They go side by side down the backstretch. TJ to the inside, Taylor. TJ Hanley through 3 and 4. Gonna grab the top spot away. He clears Steven Taylor. Now can Justin Lightning get there as Taylor get down line. The 20 trying to get there. The 71 moves to the inside, going to turn 1. And someone I want to mention, coming forward, we saw him get held up by the lap car of Max Anderson. Riley Sampson has found his way up inside the top 10, passing Jay Jefferson right there, moves him to 10th, and the 7 is flying. Sampson has a fast hot rod here today at Texas. Now Taylor, looking back to the inside of the A2 as they go through 3 and 4. Hanley holds him off. TJ leads with 18 to go. Steven Taylor is the 1 in second. Justin Lightning third, trying to fend off Adam McDowell. Now both, the front two up the racetrack, the 20 to the back of the A2. Almost giving him a bump off turn 2. And down the backstretch, single file. The pack coming together. Keegan Thompson to the inside, Joe Jefferson for top 5. Taylor, once again, moving to the inside, TJ Hanley. This time has the position down low. They race side by side off turn 4. Taylor, barely behind Hanley at the start finish line. Give it to the A2 to turn 1. TJ gonna fight back on the outside. We'll see if he can do it. Taylor, a good run through the middle of 1 and 2. Hanley gonna get a better exit. They're gonna race side by side. Oh, can the 20 get up? Hanley fighting back. Outside for him. But Taylor, the inside through 3 and 4, too strong. He'll take the top spot away. Now Justin Lightning gonna move to second. The A2 washed up the racetrack big time. Lightning in the 71 through to second. Keegan Thompson, our pole sitter, back for third. And Joe Jefferson, 39, coming to the inside as well. Now the 20 way up the racetrack. Here comes the 71. He also slid up. They got a good run to the 20. Steven Taylor down the backstretch. How about the 6 chopping the A2? Almost causing a wreck there. The 6 right in front of Hanley. How is Hanley going to appreciate that? Not at all. Looking back to the inside of the 6. Wanted to push him up the racetrack. They go side by side. Side drafting down the front stretch. 15 to go at Texas. Riley Sampson coming forward in the 7. Moving by the 34 and the 43. 2 more spots for the 7. Up to 8th. Looking for 7th on the 6 team, Adam McDowell. Now the 43 and the 34 battle side by side for 9th. Look at this for 3rd. Trading blows. The 6 and Keegan Thompson back to the inside of the A2. TJ Hanley. 3 lap cars ahead. It's Jacob Davidson, Max Anderson, Johnson B for ahead. Which lane goes to turn 1? Where's Steven Taylor go? Does he get held up? Points there, Max Anderson. Second in points, Jacob Davidson. They're held up on the outside. The 98 down the inside also held up. The 20 moves low. Side by side for the lap cars. Where's Lightning? Is 71 go? The 6 puts him to the top side. Look at them all here now. The inside's going to be the place score. Will it be? Will they wreck each other trying to get around? Oh, contact! Our racers around! Into the wall hard! Joe Jefferson comes up against TJ Hanley. They're stacking up on the front stretch here at Texas. Cars sliding around. Some trying to stop. There's Lightning in the air. Derek Campbell hits him. Caution is in the air. And it's a massive crash and not many get away. Steven Taylor, our race leader, landing line 2nd. Hanley's going to be 3rd, but look at the damage. Adam McDowell may have been fine in 4th. How about Riley Sampson? One driver saw was Cole Luigi. He's clean in the 42. It looks like he got around it. The yellow flag, lap traffic, holding up race leaders, and they're into it. Big crash here at Texas, and the whole race has just changed. Big crash front of the field, and I would say about maybe 3 of the front 5 were taken out in this crash. Huge one here at Texas. TJ Hanley, the Texan native, one of them involved. Looks like his day might be done. Let's see the reason for caution number 2. Big crash with just over 10 to go here in the Nationwide 500. As they came off turn number 4, their 3 wide lap traffic getting all held up, getting all impatient. And right here, the 20 on the inside, the 6, the 13 down to the 82, gets in the 6, gets in the 71. Joe Jefferson sideways. Hanley's trying to get away. Right here, Joe Jefferson slides up into the 82, the 31, the 16. They do get by the 16 a little damage. The 7 gets in the 43, and then it's just on from there. Look at all the cars. Jay Jefferson goes sideways. Look at him almost in the 42. There's the 33. The 38, the 39, the 43, the 7 spinning. There's the 71 getting hit by the 75. Jeff Bright, the 5, is into it. The 12 and the 2. The 2 teammates trying to get through. Rivera hits the 13. I believe the 2 might be fine. The 10, the 19, the 09 hits the 75. Massive crash here at the Texas Motor Speedway. We'll bring out the caution flag, and it is our race leaders involved. Now, the good thing for the 98 and the 99, the caution comes out right there. They're on the lead lap still, or at least the 99 is. The 98 is not. He's a lap down. But otherwise, I think the 78 should be fine. It looks like he just spun into it. Riley Sampson, I'm trying to see if he just spun or not. We have some few different camera angles of this as well, so we're going to have to see all of it. Here they're off turn 4. There's the contact. Around they go. Joe Jackson slides up, gets TJ Hanley. I'm trying to see who all missed it. Trying to see if the 77 and the 7 are clean. The 43 possibly. Looks like the 43 does have some damage. There's the 5 sitting there. Also interesting how the 5 and the 75 and all that got collected. Looks like Landlines definitely got through. Larker got into Sampson, who spun him out. Solana went to the inside. And right here, the 75 comes in, hits the 71 hard. Jeff Bright also gets hit hard. I think, from what I'm looking at, the 7 should be fine. Riley Sampson may just gotten spun around and all that. Same with Solana. I'm trying to see here, at the back of the field, McDowell the 16 gets some front damage right here off the 39. 7 gets spun to the 43, but otherwise that's the only contact he makes. The 77 through the grass, I believe that's the only contact he makes. Looks like Cole Luigi stopped. Jay Jefferson got spun around. So, I mean, there are some good cars still left in this race. However, it's not that many. It'll be interesting to see the advantage Steven Taylor will have now in the 20 out front with a clean race car with Landon Lines behind him in second. So the yellow is out. Back in front is the 20 of Steven Taylor, trying to take over the points here from the 98 Max Anderson. He is only 4 points behind the 98, and with under 10 to go, he is our race leader in the Nationwide 500 here at the Texas Motor Speedway. We'll come back at the green flag. Steven Taylor, Landon Lines, 1-2 here at Texas. Coming back green here, lap number 43 will be under 10 to go here at the Texas Motor Speedway, and chaser Steven Taylor battling for the championship out front in this race. From that crash, we have a ton more drivers out. Jeff Bright, Derek Hamill, Justin Lightning, Carter Friesen, Alexander Rowe, Joe Jefferson. I do not believe any chasers retire off that, which means Max Anderson gained 0 points. The 99 gained 0 points. However, with Jacob Davidson staying on the lead lap and the 98 being a lap down, Davidson would be tied with the 98 right now in points. However, the 19 may be ahead of both of them, and the 20 may be ahead of both of them as well. 21 cars on the lead lap here at the Texas Motor Speedway. Out in front is the number 20 of Steven Taylor. Landon Lines behind him in second, a damage 16 in third, a damage 43 in fourth, and Riley Sampson has the damage in fifth. Then the 34 damage in sixth, damage 6 car in seventh, Solana 8th, Gary 9th, and 10th is Cole Luigi. Can he get around Jonathan Beeford in time to try and keep touch with this front pack? Here they come. Restart zone, back racing for the 20 and the 31. 7 already slow, or is that just wheel spin? 26 very slow, 13 very slow. Luigi trying to get to the outside of them. To turn 1, Luigi trying to use the high side. He gets around the 13. Now the 26 of Tim Gary slowed. And right now it's an 8 car out the front. Luigi going to try and get back to the bomb right here. He does. He'll get around the 26 of Tim Gary, but that leaves an 8 car out the front. Is the 20, the 31, the 16, the 43, and the 7. 34 and 77 come forward. The 6 is falling off with the damage. And McDowell, that car not damaged much. He moves to the inside of the 31. He'll get by him through 1 and 2. So Adam McDowell through to second. Riley Sampson subbing for Griffin Lynn with that hard crash Lynn had. Sampson, can he win as a substitute in the Gatorade Cup Series? Going for third lines, but the 31 shuts the door. But the 7 fights back to the inside. And the 20, because this is pulling away. Steven Taylor trying to get out front and dominate here at Texas. 7 to go. McDowell clear in second. Has time to run the 20 down. Sampson clear in third. He has time to run them down as well. Gets up in front of the 31 lines. The 31 looking for the crossover down the backstretch. Gets back to the inside of the 7. They race side by side. That's for third. Josh Crash pinning Salada. Salada, one of them in points, trying to get up there and challenge with those front runners. 6 to go at Texas. Oh, the 77 slowed. Salada with the niche of the 77. One of our chasers coming back up into the pack. In the middle of the racing group, trying to get up to the wall. Smart move there by Salada getting up out of the group. But will this bring out the caution flag? 77 slows. No yellow yet. If they deem Salada stops in a bad position, they will throw the yellow. And we're coming to 5 to go. Yellow flag would end it here, Texas. 5 to go in the Nationwide 500. Will Salada bring out the caution flag? We're still green for now. Looks like they've deemed it safe. We've kept it green. Taylor is out front of Adam McDowell, Riley Sampson. That leaves 5 cars in this front pack. Sampson going for second. Maybe thinking the 16 is holding him back. Taylor, meanwhile, pulls away. They come off turn 4. 4 to go. Time is running out for anyone behind Steven Taylor. The 20 pulling away up the racetrack. The 7 going to have a great corner there. Closes in just a little bit down the backstretch. Still, the front 5 have pulled away. Then 6th place is about between the 34 and the 6th, with Coluigi trying to join that. That could be about for 6th. And right now, the 12 and the 10 hold the final spots inside the top 10. How about Trip McGinnis getting around Jay Jefferson? That is a point, but they're 3 wide. Luke Gray moved to the inside, the 19 in the middle. 78 up top. They come together, but they keep it green. And then all these damaged cars back here, we should not catch them to have a caution flag. And now they're bound for a second again. It could be all she wrote. Because we're coming to 2 to go. They're side by side for a second, slowing each other down. The twins have to make some catastrophic mistake for anyone behind to have a shot. Here they come off turn 4. Steven Taylor has 3 miles left to win at Texas. 2 to go. Steven Taylor, chaser out front, looking to close down the points lead Max Harrison has. Up the racetrack for the 7 and the 16 again, allows the 20 to pull away. Down the backstretch. Coming to see the white flag. In the Nationwide 500, Steven Taylor and the 20 is out front. They go through 3 and 4. Way up the track. The 20 is pitting! Steven Taylor with an issue! And now we have a race for the win! The white flag is Riley Simpson and McDowell! Drama here in the final laps! Who gets back around front? Sampson subbing for Griffin Lynn with the issue! In the crash at Talladega! McDowell looking for his first Cup victory! They race down the backstretch nose to tail! Who's gonna get first? Turn 3 for the final time! McDowell looking to the inside! They battle off turn 4! It's gonna be a side-by-side run to the checkers! Sampson up top, McDowell down low, side drafting! It will be the 7 of Riley Sampson to win at Texas, subbing for Griffin Lynn! What a finish! Topsy-turvy ending! And it's Riley Sampson subbing for Griffin Lynn, winning the Nationwide 500! Who would have seen that coming? Taylor had it locked up. Dominant day for that 20. And the 7, with the 20 having to pit at the white flag. Maybe they didn't get full of fuel. Maybe some sort of issue to the tire. But the 7 of Riley Sampson will win the Nationwide 500 at the Texas Motor Speedway for Griffin Lynn and the 7 team. How sweet is that? He got held up by the lap car in that restart, got around, and wins him right there by a nose over Adam McDowell. A great finish here at Texas. The margin of victory down to just over 1/100th of a second. What a day here at Texas. Topsy-turvy ending. First we had Peninsula from our top 5 spot. Some service to the 77 there. And then the 20 from the races. That's 2 of our chasers. How will that impact the points? We thought Steven Taylor would lock up the points lead because of this. But now he finishes back there with the 98 and the 99. This could be Trip McGinnis's points lead at the end of the day. So let's go see finishing results. Riley Sampson, race winner here at Texas. Here are the finishing results from the wacky Nationwide 500 at the Texas Motor Speedway. Completely unpredictable race here today. 2 caution flags for 8 laps and a lot of big crashes there. And 11 lead changes, 9 different drivers leading laps in this race. It was Riley Sampson with the luck from God winning this race by a nose over Adam McDowell, who ends up second. Third place, Landon Lyons, Josh Crash in fourth, and Cole Luigi, out of nowhere, a top 5 for that 42 team. I mean, that is a day that you will not forget. That 42 hit the wall, fell back to the mid-20s, missed a few crashes, now he's up to the top 5. Steve Larker 6th, Roberto Rivera 7th, Luke Rainey 18th. We didn't talk about him all race. Jay Jefferson, the Texan, in 9th, and Trip McGinnis, a 10th place finish, is a great points day for that 19. So as you look at the top 20, 70 cars finished on the lead lap, and Steven Taylor, the biggest heartbreak of the race. Had the lead come to the white flag, some sort of issue to that 20 car, puts him down in 17th, 18 laps at the most of anyone, and he does not get to the points lead because of it, but it is a very, very, very close points battle for these drivers. And what this race has done, as you look down 21st to 40th, Max Anderson, our points leader, finishing 21st. What this race has done, though, is open this door wide open for a lot more drivers. Drivers like Cole Luigi, Jay Jefferson, like Josh Crash, who thought that maybe their chances at a championship would have been over because of their bad chases. But at the right side, you can see how close the points are now. Trip McGinnis in the 19 has the points lead by a single point over Jacob Davidson. 2 rookies in the Gatorade Cup Series hold the top 2 positions in points heading to the final 3 races of the season. Third in points, Max Anderson is only 4 points behind. Steven Taylor, 4th in points, is only 5 points behind. It's still very close among those drivers. And then you look down. Right now, those 4 have really distanced themselves from the rest of the field. But then you look down, tied for 5th, Lawrence Poundpound, Josh Crash are only 12 points behind. Easily can be made up through 3 races. You look down here, Jay Jefferson, only 13 points behind. Cole Luigi, only 14 points behind. Right now, I think it is those drivers that are going to have a shot to race for this championship if everything goes right for them. Right now is all those drivers. Patrick Smith, you can put in that equation as well. Only 16 points behind, 3 races left to run. That's going to be a tall task for the 14. It is very doable, especially after a race like we saw right here today at the Texas Motor Speedway. Anything can happen. But then you look down, drivers like Charles Robert, like Pena Salata, like Sebastian Kuklon has not been Kuklan's chase by any means. Right now, I think if you're those 3, your chance for a championship is basically over. Right now, I think it's 9-8 drivers that have a shot, especially those front 4 in points. Trip against Jacob Davidson, Max Anderson, Steven Taylor, barring any catastrophe happening to those 4 drivers. This is right now their shot to try and get a Gatorade Cup Series championship. Those are right now the 4 drivers that have the best chance at getting this championship in Season 8 of the Gatorade Cup Series. It is going to be a wacky last 3 races. Rockingham, Atlanta, and Homestead. I mean, those are 3 pretty good racetracks, especially for these Gatorade Cup Series cars. And let's kick it off. The 10th chase race of the season, race number 36, heads to Rockingham for the Toyota 400. I will see you guys then.